Hello, today we're going a little bit about personal narrative. Please take out your writing lessons notebook, turn to the writing section, and you will want to go and start out at the table of contents. Give it a page number, should be the next page number in sequence, and write personal narrative. So again, today we're going to be talking about writing a personal narrative, just the beginning stages of it, more of the brainstorming, getting ideas, and what to look for when we are reading personal narratives along with when we are writing personal narratives. Now that you have your table of contents labeled, go to the first open page. You're going to coordinate that with the page number that you put in the table of contents. At the top, give it a title, Personal Narrative Writing. So one of the first things that you should know about personal narrative writing is that these are true stories that really happen to the writer. So you can write in your writing lessons notebook, true stories based on events from the writer's life. Now this information should go in the right-hand side of your writing notebook. Remember, we open our notebook as if it's a one large two-page spread, I guess. It should go on the right-hand side. Personal narratives are always stories from your life. To help you think of some possible personal narrative stories, we're going to come up with some topics. So again, in your writing lessons notebook, you should have written personal narrative, true stories based on events from the writer's life. And writers write personal narratives about topics that matter to them. I'll give you a chance to write this down. Teachers, you may press pause as necessary. So let's go to this chart. This is a chart that gives us a lot of ideas as to what we could write our personal narratives about. Kind of like the brainstorming stage. So we have times you learned to do something. Maybe you remember when you learned how to ride a bike. Maybe you learned to do a new move in gymnastics. Maybe you learned how to read something in a different way, use inflection in your voice. Maybe you learned how to swim. You hadn't known how to swim before. Places you had visited. Maybe you've gone on a vacation. You could write your topic there. Scary stories, times you got hurt. Family rituals, things that you do with your family, maybe from year to year. I'm going to add something there. Every year, my family goes to Michigan for Thanksgiving to visit my sister. Now, you don't have to write a lot of information, just the main idea. Another family ritual that I have is on birthdays. We go out for dinner for each family member that has a birthday. That family member that has the birthday gets to choose what restaurant we go to. So that's kind of a family ritual. Making new friends. Have you made any new friends this year? Starting over. This is a great topic. Have you had to start over at a new school? Have you had to start with a new team or a new house? I remember when I was in college, I had to play with a new volleyball team. I didn't know any of them, and that was a kind of scary thing for me. So I'm going to write volleyball team in college, just to remind me of some of the details that I'll be adding later on. This is just giving me some of the first starting topics. Best day or worst day? Ooh, some of us don't really want to share those, but we do. They make great stories. Mistakes that you maybe have made. Oh, I remember one not too long ago. I left the door hatch of my car open when I was pulling out of the garage. It broke the back door on my car. Ooh, I was not very happy with myself at that time. So that would be a mistake that I made. So again, just giving myself some ideas in each of the categories. Now, teachers, I would like you to take a little bit of time, give your students a little bit of time. You can press pause, and maybe they can write, let's say 12, about 12 ideas down throughout this chart. Remember, if one of them doesn't fit the categories, we have on the bottom right-hand side other ideas that they could use. So you may press pause and give them a chance to write some of those ideas down. Now that you've had a chance to write some of your ideas down, hopefully you have many of the boxes filled in or multiple ideas within each box. You can see that I have taken a little bit of time to put some things down. Hopefully you have some more. Why don't you go ahead and share some of your ideas with either a partner or with someone at your table or as a table group or a group of desks together. So teachers, again, you can pause, and sometimes, you know, sharing these ideas gives us our own ideas of something that maybe happened to us. Remember, a narrative is a personal story about a writer's life. Have fun sharing. Now that you've shared some of your ideas with some people in your class, and hopefully added some to your chart as well, go ahead and take out your glue stick and glue this chart onto the left-hand side of your writing notebook. It should be across from the notes that you took about the personal narrative and what a personal narrative is. So your personal narrative, this page, should be on the right side of your notebook. And your chart, which is ongoing, you can always add to it, should be on the left side of your notebook. All right, after you've done that, we will do session 2 that talks about the elements of the personal narrative. So I'll talk to you soon.